Hi everyone, Cinder here. Welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Welcome.
What do we got, Anna? Ooh, does it restock the buffs? Darn. What a shame. So sell elixirs, master seals, a hexlock shield, silver shields, elixirs, everything else probably limited to one period.
Come back soon.
Darn, I was hoping. That'd probably be a little too much, but eh. Alright, let's talk to people. There was a merchant down here.
Yeah, I've been away from Garrick Mach for a while, but I came back when I heard the rumors of what you were doing. The scars of 5 years ago may still be raw, but it's nice to be back. Anyway, I'm going to start up business here again, so I look forward to your patronage.
Awesome.
Oh.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Lord Rodrigue is revered by all as the Shield of Fargus. I was imagining a more stern-faced fellow, but he's actually quite friendly. Shocking. I heard that he recently spent the night drinking in the dining hall with soldiers from the church.
Let's go.
What? Leaving the house in my uncle's hands? What is the old man thinking? I always knew my father was mad, but this time he's gone too far.
Actually grateful to
Easy
him.
for you to say. You hardly know the man. Only a fool would abandon his own territory.
Yes and no. He's going to help us get all the territories back, which by proxy would be his as well. If he can get Dimitri to march north. Oh no, we're marching south, right? Well, anyway, once the war is over, everything will be fine. At least on that front. Then something else might happen. Who knows?
From the outset, House Regan and House Gloucester have been fighting over leadership of the Alliance. Then this war comes along, and their opinions are split about whether to ally with the Empire or not. Their existing enmity only worsened, leading them to full-on conflict with one another. However, the leader of the Alliance is a very shrewd man. It's difficult to predict what he'll do at this point.
So, House Regan accepted. I knew the leader of the Alliance couldn't refuse. Still, we can't let our guard down. There's no telling when he'll turn on us. If we advance through the Alliance into the Empire, our chances for reconnaissance will be limited. I just hope it goes according to plan.
Me too! Hope it all goes according to plan. It won't.
Right. Do you really think it's a good idea to trust Claude? If you let yourself get taken in by his silver tongue, you might wind up regretting it. The thing is, 5 years ago, I was taken in by his tricks myself. I was given a long and grueling lecture by my unit leader that day. Ugh. The memory of it is still too painful.
Jeez. I mean, he's shrewd and clever for sure. But because of that, I'm going to assume he's not going to stab us in the back. He'll try to take us out later, maybe.
It looks like we're all set with food supplies, thanks to Lord Rodrigue. We have more soldiers to feed now, so we'll still need to ration. But I think we have enough extra to make some tasty treats. I'll go scout the pantry.
Yay? That would be wonderful.
We can enjoy it together over some tea.
Boost morale with tasty treats. B-rank faith for me.
There is still more to learn.
I'm not learning it. Why? Why is this happening now? That we're hitting levels but learning nothing. It's really weird. I don't get it. I don't like it.
Professor!
Greenhouse.
Hi there!
Yes. Another Rocky Burdock, +1 strength. Plant. Plant. Forget what I planted last time. Was it vegetable or root vegetable? Plant 5 mixed no. Plant 5 Morphus seeds. Let's even spin the 2K. Pegasus blessings. Because we've not done that one yet.
Anyway, the area around Castle Gaspar, where I was living, is under the control of House Rowe, who have submitted to the Empire. If I hadn't come to Garreg Mach, I might have ended up as your enemy at ALL. That thought makes me really happy to be here now. I don't think I would have been able to handle facing all of you in battle.
Oh.
Okay.
Here's an idea.
On the north side of the Great Bridge of Myrden lies the territory of Acheron of the Alliance, and to the south, the Empire's Burgleys territory. Count Burgleys has held the position of Minister of Military Affairs for the Empire ever since the days of Emperor Ionius. The current Emperor seems to have brought the corrupt nobility to heel, but Count Burgleys looks to be an exception.
Just like House Fraldarius, House Galatea is currently being invaded by the dukedom. My family is not as wealthy as most others, so we are incapable of sparing resources or reinforcements. I'm sorry. It's just so frustrating not being able to do anything to help.
Oh, you can do something to help now. You've actually gotten strength, like, every level since you became a Falcon Knight.
Professor!
It's been great.
What the?
Professor! We were raised by Lord Rodrigue himself to be the elite of the elite.
Paladin.
Even if our enemy is the Empire's vast army, we can overcome the difference in numbers. The one thing that could prove to be a problem is if our food and supplies don't hold up.
Right.
If we attack the Imperial capital before the Kingdom capital, we'll have to be swift if we want to prevail.
Because we won't have supplies. Exactly. But it looks like we're going to attack the... We're heading south, so... Which I still don't like the plan, but that's what we're doing.
Hello.
Come to think of it, Grendel made the ultimate sacrifice in service of House Rowe. I understand that feeling. I'd do anything for Lady Rhea.
I don't know, it sounded like he was kind of bored. He was just looking for somebody to finally be able to take him out. But
You think we should have stopped him. You might be right about that. At any rate, it's up to the individual how to demonstrate loyalty.
almost S-rank sword for me.
Maybe.
I had an encounter with Lord Gwendol. How many years ago was it? Back before the academy, I met this girl who I fell madly in love with. And her dad tried to kill me. I suppose he just tried to scare me, but I was sure I was gonna die. Oh yeah, her dad? Lord Gwendol.
He was totally going to kill you.
Crazy, right? I never thought I'd seriously be trying to kill the guy in battle.
Oh man, now I wish I had you take him out.
I kind of don't know how to make sense of it.
Even after all these decades, the Academy hasn't changed a bit. I remember it well, even now. I used to sneak out of lectures with Lambert almost every day.
Really?
I suppose this is not the time for an old man's nostalgia. We have received approval from House Regan. We should set out as soon as you're ready.
That's great.
Oh, being here brings back all manner of memories. The days I spent studying here with you and everyone else. Those days were so special to me. They were truly some of the warmest days of my life. I hold them dear in my heart. And now, to be forced to fight with those I was once so close to, my friends, it is most saddening.
I need to save some free time for food.
Well,
Bow tournament today. Silver Bow Plus.
Lord Gwendol was pretty tough. If only he'd been on our side, he would have been a great ally. But it was Lord Gwendol himself who made the decision to throw his lot in with the Empire alongside his liege.
Lame.
I will neither pity him nor mourn for him. It would be an insult to his honor to follow the path of justice as long as life endures. That is the duty of a Knight of Farkas.
I will remember him as a meh boss. who didn't let me get a treasure chest. Which will probably end up being the most important treasure chest. And then I missed it and it's sad. Right, I already did that off screen. Let's go have Dimitri tell us off.
If you stand in my way, I will strike you down.
I'm ready to strike you down. This stinks.
Hello there.
Well,
Speaking of which,
Here's your resources.
very much.
The peach currant and the onion. See, that's what they need. That's what they're giving. And we get 300 renown and 3,000 gold. Headed battle to protect the trade route. We're going to do that for sure. Because that opens up another merchant. So we're going to end up doing that.
The battle at ALL was a tactical marvel. You grow stronger with each passing day. Where does your talent end and your crest's power begin? Are they one and the same, I wonder? Most intriguing. Yet it is quite difficult to draw useful conclusions given the situation. It is quite unfortunate I did not achieve my research goals before the war broke out. So much unknown. Now, I fear I will not have those answers even by conflict's end. So very frustrating.
Professor? Oh, hello there, Professor. Did you need something from me? It doesn't look like you're wounded or anything. You just looking for someone to talk to? I thought so.
Yes.
Well, I'm here for you. Making you feel better is my top priority. Whether it's physical pain or worries of the heart, you can come to me for anything, Professor.
S-rank swords. Sword crit plus 10.
I'm getting the hang of this.
I already have a ton of crit, so this is glorious. This absolutely goes on. That's like the super special one I got from Enlightened one, but meh. Sword crit.
Next, we face the Great Bridge of Murden. We actually crossed it a long time ago. Do you remember? It was 5 whole years ago.
Yep, during the Battle of Eagle and the Lion.
It seems like so long ago, doesn't it? It's odd how fast time flies. Everyone was still friends then. After the fighting, we all ate together without splitting into our separate houses. I often wish we could go back to those peaceful days. I often wish...
So, the renowned Shield of Fargus is now on our side. That is quite reassuring. Not only will he provide valuable support in battle, but he has also brought us much-needed supplies. We cannot grow complacent, however. We must take the Imperial capital as soon as possible.
You drink. Okay. 4 left.
So,
start giving out stuff. Anything of yours.
I'm sorry to...
You're full anyway. What about a net?
I often wish...
Full. Should have been checking while I was doing this. Okay, Manuela.
Well then, the bat where most it is now.
Okay, just Manuela up here. Crest Analyzer. Kept forgetting to check this more. It would just show the... After a few times it would just show the Crest of Flames, and it didn't seem like there was anything more to do. So.
Professor?
I have supports. We're gonna do the few supports here, and then I'm gonna end the episode. And next time will be who knows where, because I'm just gonna keep going, do the merchant battle, do the rare battle. Probably next episode we'll get to the fight. Our fight for this month. So, thanks for watching. As always, enjoy the supports. And until next time, I'm Syndril. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.
Hello, Felix. So, it was your turn to clean out the greenhouse, right?
Yes.
Well, I went ahead and took care of it. I also cleaned up the warehouse.
Why?
I just wanted to help you out. So that... Okay, fine. I'm bribing you. So you'll forget.
Forget what?
Are you really gonna make me say it? Before, in the greenhouse, I want you to forget what you saw and heard. If you agree to forget about it, I'll take your shift in the stables. Do we have a deal?
No thanks.
No? But that's not okay! You have to forget about it, right this moment!
I can't. It's permanently etched in my memory. A mountain of sweets, as well as steaks and cakes. Stacks of them, apparently. I'm also intrigued by those bear and swamp beastie songs you mentioned. Ah, and I've been meaning to ask about the move that went along with crumbs and yums. Was that fencing footwork?
Oh, stop it, Felix! You're a villain!
Hmm?
You think you're so funny? Keeping a straight face while mocking my singing and dancing? Well, you have to forget about it! Please! What if I make you a nice steak dinner? You like steak, don't you, Felix? It'll be yummy!
This isn't about steak. I just...
Fine! Be stubborn! Tell the whole world for all I care! I'll just learn to live with the funny looks I'll get from everyone! They'll all say, there goes that Annette, the girl with the funny ideas about food. You're just the evilest of villains, Felix! I'll hate you forever and ever!
I was just trying to be nice. Funny ideas about food? Even the bullies in her head are ridiculous. I really don't understand that girl. May I help you, Sedith?
Finally noticed me, I see. Good to see that you are so dedicated to your training.
Do you have need of my sword?
No, this is not a military matter. I would like to discuss the distance you seem to be keeping from the others.
Distance? I don't follow.
I have noticed that you like to keep others at arm's length, and in most cases, quite a bit further.
Keeping a close eye on me. They don't share my values, that's all.
Is that why you train alone? Because your friends do not share your values?
You seem displeased. I suppose you're going to tell me, to defeat your enemies, you must have dependable allies.
That's not exactly how I would phrase it, but having good relationships with your allies is essential in combat. I am sure you realize that it is easier to bond with people when you interact with them more. There are limits to what one person can do alone. Great things cannot be achieved without allies.
You sound like my father. You're saying it's in my own interest to make friends?
To put it simply, yes. As much as you possibly can. To be honest, I envy you, because I know what it is like to not have many people to call friends.
I wouldn't have guessed that. There are so many devout believers.
I am talking about friends. People to speak with on equal terms. You have many friends here. You should take care to attend to them.
I'll consider your advice, but I'm not usually one to change my mind.
To be young.
Mercedes, you're looking divine as always.
Good evening, Sylvain. Thank you for coming out to see me.
Just the two of us meeting at this time of night? You moved quicker than I thought.
I don't know what speed has to do with it, but there was something I wanted to talk to you about.
Ah, okay. I probably should have figured that out.
I can be so forgetful at times. I neglected to mention this the other day. I meant to say that I know you've been through a lot in this life.
Huh? Me?
Your parents have placed a great deal of pressure on you as their heir. And it's all because you were born with a crest. You've had to put up with such lofty expectations.
All of the kingdom's noble houses expect a lot from their heirs. I'm no different from any other noble guy or gal. We've all got responsibilities.
But didn't you mention that your brother envied you enough to wish you dead? I'm sure that wasn't easy.
Thinking about it, life was probably a lot harder for my brother than it ever has been for me.
Didn't you also mention that women were only interested in having your, as you say, crest baby? I'm not very interested in the particulars, but I get the feeling that you don't care very much for these women who throw themselves at you.
I'd appreciate it if maybe you kept that observation between the two of us.
Your secret's safe with me. I understand the pain you've had to carry.
I know you've got your share of bad memories too, but...
That's why you feel comfortable letting your guard down around me. Come now. That's enough with the sad smile.
Mercedes. Was my sad smile really that bad? Did it ruin my dashing good looks?
Not at all. You actually look more handsome to me with honesty on your face.
Aw, here come the waterworks.
Don't be ashamed of crying. I'm here to protect you. Will you protect me in return?
I will. I promise. You know, Mercedes, you really are a special lady.